Hi guys, this is Ratchet Throw, and we are playing Criminal Case, Myths of the Past, and we are going to case out 43, and we are going to Grave Chapel. And apparently I'm supposed to expect something horror and creepy, right? But yeah, Charlie tells me the airship has reached Grim Chapel. Everything does look so quaint from up here. However, Grim Chapel is rumored to have a bit of a dark supernatural side, which will certainly make for a change from the palm walkways and business streets of Wall Street. Mind you, we had our hands full between Larry Ratchet setting up a fake telephone company to sell people worthless bonds, and him killing the deputy mayor when she refused to cover up for his crime. Since the deputy mayor was in Rochester family's pocket, just like that family to buy their way out of trouble. Not that we can prove it. We resolved the financial crisis at least, with Charlie making the telephone company legitimate and valuable to its many investors. But there's still the matter of the rumors about the Rochester's deal with the devil, which somehow eliminates their enemies. People say all this goes back to Grim Chapel, so I guess it's time to step out and see for ourselves, Katria. Okay, let's see, what are we supposed to expect? We're in the forest, of course. Katria, from the airship it doesn't seem like so much of Grim Chapel was woods. I think we're lost. You're right, with the light of dawn I can see a clearing with a pond up ahead. Let's make our way there. Okay, and we are... Why are you showing me the witch? I'm supposed to expect witches, right? Alright, let's investigate the pond, and of course we are going to find the body. Which is going to have something to do with the witches, right? What the fuck? Well, judging by how she was positioned and how she was tied up and her head was almost in the water, so I guess she was drowned, right? Creepy. Very creepy. Why is there blue fire everywhere? What's going on? Dash my way, Katria. That woman in the water is dead. And look, on her chest is the word witch written in blood. It's hard to believe this would be a witch and they'll kill her for it, but who believes in witches? Whoever it was, they tied the woman up to a wooden plank and forcibly drowned her. This is murder. This plant she's tied to doesn't look like it's been here for quite some time. It's clearly not something put here by the murderer. Unfortunately, there's nothing to identify our victim, but perhaps this word or told maybe can give us some answers. But yeah, we came to Grim Chapel to investigate Russia's deal with the devil, and the first thing we do is stumble upon a peculiar murder. We must untangle this bizarreness immediately. Of course. And I guess that she was drowned. So somebody believed that you are a witch, and people still kill some women because they think they are witches. I thought they ended that back in medieval era, if that's when it was popular. I might be wrong, so let's first search this wall. Let's see who's the victim. Kataya, what's this card you found in the wallet? Appears to be a membership card for the Historical Society of Grim Chapel. It's been issued to one George Okamoto. I wonder how Mr. Okamoto's wallet found its way onto our crime scene. Let's go find him and ask, shall we? What were you doing at the crime scene? You are supposed to be a historian, right? Were you investigating something about witches? Oh. Very... I don't know what to say. How to drown a witch, and that's just how our victim ended. Consider this picture that seems torn from a book reads Drowned Witch. And look at that illustration underneath. It's the exact representation of our victim's murder, Katria. You're right, this page must belong to our kill. Let's get to Evie and see what she can unearth on it. She's probably gonna figure out where that page came from which book. 3 hours. Alright, now let's go talk to George. Greetings, my friends. I'm George Okamoto, historian extraordinary, keeper of the lore and legend of this fine town. May I help you? Mr. Okamoto, we are from the Flying Squad. We found your wallet at the pond where Oh, I found my wallet. Thank you kindly. I'm so scatterbrained. I must have lost it on my walk. Well, actually, a woman was drowned in a pond on a wooden plank of sorts. We assume she was perceived to be a witch. Someone's been killed, you say? And it's a witch? Then it must be Aubrey Miller. She's the only one known as a witch around these parts lately. How dreadful. This town has a long history of witch hunts, and the donkey bar is a relic from those times. Who would know the practice has been revived? Sure, this Aubrey Miller was not actually a witch. Perhaps not, but this is Grim Chapel, my friends. We are no strangers to the supernatural. It's what makes this enchanting town of ours so unique. Whatever she was, Mrs. Miller was also a herbalist and midwife. She practiced all her practice in her workshop on the edge of town. Mrs. Miller's workshop, you say? If you want to learn more about her, maybe we should go there at once. Let's go see if she was really a witch or not. Alright, let's investigate this workshop. I think I wanted to... You know how witches, yell, right? Hee 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 hee, something like that. Well, let's see if she was really a witch or not. Oh, I see the spirit board here. So really supernatural, it seems. I see you found a photo of a young girl in middle of the 80s belongings, Katia. The photo's other half is anywhere in sight. The photo does look to have been still left behind, so this person must have had contact with our victim. We'll need to question her, but first let's find out who she is. And you're right, as that locked cabinet could offer a helpful clue. If you can open the lock. Okay. Alright, first let's open this cabinet. There's not much inside this cabinet except for that bottle, Katia. You could give us a lead, how the label is faded. I'll get you dusty utensils. So let's see what this bottle is about. Is it an alcohol? Is it something else? We don't know. We'll see. Alright, now let's identify this woman. Oh, she looks like she could be a witch too. Yeah. You identified Hope Woodford. Katia, our archives have identified the girl in the photo we found in the victim's workshop as someone by the name of Hope Woodford. Since we know Miss Woodford is the our victim, we should go ahead and word with her at once. Okay. She seems to be creepy like she's also a witch. Alright, now this bottle. Katia, the bottle in the cabinet is a fertility elixir. Not unusual considering we were told Miss Miller was a midwife. There's quite a list of ingredients. Chasterberry, evening primrose, red clover, and street nettle. Had no idea this could influence a woman's fertility. And apparently the woman whose fecundity we're discussing is someone by the name of Cordelia Putnam. If Mrs. Putnam was receiving care from our relative, she must have some information she can share with us. Let's go speak with her. Okay. Oh, I didn't even notice how the case is called. The Witching Hour. Yeah. Sorry. Miss Woodford, we are with the flying squad. I found your photo in Aubrey Miller's workshop. Oh, the other half of my photo? I can't believe I lost it. It must have fallen out of my sack when I went to Miss Miller's looking for my sister. Have you seen this girl? Her name is Faith. She's busy, been gone for over a month now. I've been looking everywhere for her. The townsfolk have been telling me a witch could help me. I don't believe a witch, but I thought I'd try Miss Miller anyway. Unfortunately, she didn't know anything. Regardless, Miss Miller has been murdered. Would you happen to know anything about that? She's dead? But I just saw her yesterday. I'm sorry, I don't know anything about her. I was just passing through looking for my sister. Oh, is that what's going to come in digital investigation after we solve this case? We'll see about that. Miss Cordelia Potter, we'd like to ask you about the murder of Miss Miller. We know she was assisting you with your fertility care. Aubrey is dead? No, that cannot be. Aubrey was the kindest and most caring woman I knew. She helped so many in this town. I relied on her for my fertility care, and she was going to be my midwife when the time came. Do you know anyone who might have wanted to harm her due to the rumors that she was a witch? Aubrey wasn't a witch. Those are just the foolish musics of listed individuals. She was a healer. This is such a loss for Grove Chapel. Who will we turn to now for all our pregnancies? Alright, so you're the only one who believes that she wasn't a witch. We'll see about that later. Let's see what happened to Aubrey. Yeah, I cannot conceive that in this day and age people still believe in witches. It's absolutely barbaric. Neither do we, but it appears that if someone does, then we need to find out who it is. What can you tell us about the victim? Well, as we know, the victim was forcibly drowned, which makes asphyxiation in water the cause of death. However, prior to drowning, someone struck the victim over the head with a heavy object, most likely a stone, which rendered her unconscious. Well, he had to do it, so... The killer must have then tied her to the wooden bar and ripped the witch with the blood from her head wound. Did the killer leave behind any trace of their presence? Anything you could use as a clue? There's not much of substantial value, except for one thing. The rope that held you related to the dunking ball was clearly tied by someone who knows knots. Continue, you rope in our killers soon enough now that we'll learn and know their way around knots. Yeah. I'm just gonna handcuff him, that's all. Unless he knows how to lockpick, he's fine. I'm fine with it. Continue, do you know how many people died from witchcraft from the 16th to 19th centuries? An estimated 200,000. Isn't that shocking? And the vast majority of those victims were women. Sadly, not much has changed. It seems we have another witch hunt on our hands, which is why we'd like to know about the page the killer uses as a murder manual. Yes, about the page you found. It's from a book called Amelia's Maleficarum. It's a tome dedicated entirely to learning how to identify and eliminate witches. The killer must have wanted to do the task correctly given the fact they followed that book's advice with precision. Well, Katia means we'll hunt that ship for witch hunt the killer who reads the Amelia's Maleficarum. Oh dear, I'm beginning to dislike already who this could be. Could be. Katarina, I must admit, I'm dumbfounded that anyone would believe in witches at this age, but the Grove Chapel residents are proving to be quite a unique community. And because of that, we found a local herbalist who was accused of being a witch drowned to death on an old witch dunking bar. The killer was truly believed this nonsense they followed precisely read through a witch hunting book. Of the people we've met so far, no one seems like a zealot. Mr. Okamoto, the town historian, was only delighted at the prospect of anything supernatural. Miss Cordelia Potter had only kind words to speak of the victim, who she praised as an excellent midwife. Continue, your presence is required immediately. An altercation has erupted in the town square. Oh, someone's having an argument because of the witches, right? She's a witch, she's not a witch, she's a witch, she's not a witch. Something like that. Alright, we're gonna start here, we're gonna continue playing chapter 2. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!